What's up, everybody? Let's do a quick review of Resident Evil 8. First and foremost, I haven't watched any reviews on this game. I did click on the video that Angry Joe just put out. I went straight to the end to look at the score that he gave it. He gave it a 7 out of 10. Wrong. This game is a solid 9 out of 10. Now, I don't know what his reasons were because I can't watch him for too long. But I'm here to tell you, the game is so good that I played it through Game Share. Game Share on PlayStation 5, free of charge. My man bought the game. Because I Game Share, I'm able to play the game for free. Played it, beat it, took me almost 12 hours to beat it. Took my time, loved every second of it. Now, the last two boss fights kind of fall off. You know what I mean? The storyline kind of crumbles toward the end. But the overall experience was just spectacular. After I played it and beat it, it was so good, I went out and I bought it on Xbox with my own money to support the developer, to support this awesome ass game. It's that good. Which one plays better? Oh, not only did I buy it, I beat it on Xbox. Oh yeah, you heard it right. I've beaten the game twice. Once on PlayStation 5, once on Xbox One. You know how often that happens? That I beat a game back to back? Huh? A game has to be like top notch for me to do some shit like that. Took me 7 hours on my second playthrough. It's kind of weird too because I had less ammo toward the end and I had to leave some enemies that I was able to kill on the PS5 version. Doesn't make sense. I almost feel like it was on hard, like the bosses took more damage. I played on standard. Both versions, both runs. I'm halfway through it again on PlayStation 5. That'll make 3 playthroughs. This time I'm using Chris's pistol. You get unlocks after you beat the game. Listen. This game just works. There's no bugs. There's no glitches. There's a couple stutters. Okay, it gets real stuttery if you're in ray tracing mode on PlayStation 5 in the swamp area. On Series X, it's stuttery there too. Just turn it off, turn the ray tracing off, and it'll play smooth as butter, both versions. Which version is better? They're both freaking spectacular. You can see visual differences if you look at them side by side. You know what I mean? Side by side comparisons. But who does that? If you got it on either system, you have a beautiful game. I'd say probably one of the most impressive looking games I've ever seen. Graphically, this thing is a stunner on both systems. PS5 Series X, this game is a looker, man. My jaw was dropped like throughout the game, man. Just the different environments. Now, let me give you some quick tips, okay? There is an attachment for the sniper rifle that steadies your aim. Buy that attachment. I skipped it my first playthrough. On my second playthrough, I bought it. Makes a huge difference. Make sure you get that attachment. Number 2, you can block an enemy. When an enemy goes in to attack you, he blocks. If you hit L1 or LB right after you block him, you will punch him right after and it knocks him away. I did not know that my entire first playthrough. The second playthrough, it changes it up drastically, man. This is the thing. My second playthrough, I found all kinds of shit that I didn't find on my first playthrough. That includes entire areas. That includes bosses. There was 2 side bosses I never even seen. You know, the game, the level design in this game is spectacular. There's a lot of backtracking, but it all, like, the way it all connects together. People, it's so well done. It's crafted so freaking beautifully. It felt like playing like an older type game. Idiot. It felt like playing an old game, just only they modernized it. Does that make sense? So, for instance, like Resident Evil 4, I've heard a lot of comparisons to that on Twitter. The inventory is the same. But it's like, it's not a survival horror game. It's more survival action. Now, if you put it on hardcore, the enemies don't just get a health boost. They do get a health boost, but they also become much more aggressive. And I've played it on hardcore, a good amount of time on hardcore. They're far more aggressive. I wish that I could have played it on hardcore, like the enemy AI on hardcore, and then have like normal supplies. You know what I mean? Because they suck up so much ammo. but it's survival action. And that's what I like. Resident Evil 7 was very boring to me. I ended up putting it down after I got to the lady in the swamp, that boss fight. It didn't hold me. Everybody in this game I like. I like all the characters. I like all the bosses. The story was okay. Up until the end, it kind of, you know what I mean? But it's not like bad. It was still decent. It still held my interest. But all of the villains are very likable, man. Lady D, everybody's sweating Lady D. She's awesome. The daughters are awesome. I just love the aesthetic. The Lycans are freaking awesome. Who I'm shooting in a game makes a big difference to me. It makes all the difference in the world. Like I go and I play Returnal and I'm shooting these aliens. And it's just not satisfying to shoot them. I'm shooting these Lycans. It's just a blast to play, man. It's just a good game. I also believe that the pacing in this game is perfect. If you get tired of shooting, there's a section in this game, and I'm sure you've already heard about it, that's like PT, man. It's like fresh out of PT. I was playing at like 3 in the morning. I see the thing coming at me, and I said, okay, okay, let's just wait till morning time before we finish this. I didn't start flipping out like these damn streamers where I seen some of these anyways. Yeah, but it was legit scary, man, you know? There's sections where you gotta run and hide. There's sections where you go blasting. There's sections where you go balls to the wall. The pacing is just off. Look, there's gonna be a lot of stuff that I forget, okay? I didn't write anything down. I just wanted to put my thoughts on video real quick and just let you know this is a quality experience. If you're on the fence about this game, get this game, man. Show these developers some love. As of right now, it could change. As of right now, this is easily, by far, by a mile, by 1,000 miles, the best gaming experience I've had in 2021. Easily. Like nothing even comes close. Resident Evil 8, as of right now, game of the year, hands down, not a question. And I will holler at you guys later. Real quick tip, you're going to come across some animals in this game, fish, goats, pigs, stuff like that. You're going to want to keep those because later on you're going to be able to apply those at the store and get some buffs for your character. Better health, better defensive damage, faster movement speed. Wasn't like crazy noticeable, but when you go back, it's noticeable. But it's not a big enough difference to where it's like it's gonna kill you. Like I didn't get any buffs my first playthrough. My second playthrough, I damn near had them all. So make sure you keep those animals, and you're gonna wait. Because they're not available at first when you go to the store. Keep them in your inventory, wait, and then once they're available in the store for you to sell them to them. Does that even make any sense? I don't feel like what you said makes any sense. When the merchant first becomes available, he's not going to be buying your food, okay? Matter of fact, several times over, he won't be able to buy them. But later on, there'll come a point where you're able to sell him your food supplies, so make sure you hold on to them. Fuck out of here, man.